Turn right on Porsche Drive North.
So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. About 2 feet. That's good right there. You're good.
I'm not sure the rain
You're not sticking out. You're good. I've been waiting. This will be the first wing we put on.
What's that?
First winged
car?
Winged car. We've been looking for them. Every museum we went to in Tennessee, everybody was closed or couldn't get to it.
Wow.
I'm Sean.
Nice to meet you.
So what's your name?
Darren.
Darren. So this is a clone. Now, did you build it or buy it?
No, a buddy of mine from Missouri builds these cars.
Okay.
And, this is we talked about it a couple years ago. I don't know that he was going to do it, but built it. And
how long have you had it for?
It's about 6 months now.
6 months.
Yeah.
These are like my favorite cars, but you know, I mean, the rare ones are just.
It's a cool. You know, it's a cool concept. He likes to do Hellcat, muscle cars, and you know, Mopars specifically. He's done a bunch of Chevy stuff with LS ones, but this one turned out really well.
So what's under the hood?
It's a Hellcat.
Oh, it's a Hellcat. Okay. Yeah. So it's basically a pro mod.
Yeah, it's a pro mod. Like a pro touring build. You know, it's got full suspension, 4-wheel disc brakes, cold AC. What I like about it is it's not done over the top. You know, it's pretty.
Well, I followed you down a little bit, and you even have the pistol shift and all. So
yep.
So it's done like a real one.
It's done like a real one.
So if I'm looking at it,
yeah,
it's going to be like
aside of the pro touring wheels. Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it.
Hard-pressed to know there was much
but
difference.
but you could drive it every day, unlike the other ones. They don't rattle.
Exactly. It handles like a modern car. Cold AC that works really well. Doesn't overheat in traffic. You can run pump gas on it, no problem. And you can tune it, any way you want with a Hellcat motor.
Yeah. So what's it running? What's the tranny on it?
And it's a 6-speed from a Hellcat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the rear?
And the rear is 8 3/4 with 323 gears and a sure grip.
Okay. So you actually went with the good gearing, like the standard racing gear.
Yeah. Well, you don't need a lot of gear with that 6-speed. The Hellcats stock I think are 296 or something like that. So yeah, this is a good gear for the car.
Oh, and you even went with the vinyl. So
yep.
So because
it's a beautiful car though,
and the perfect color.
Thank you.
I think it's the color everybody thinks of when they think of these cars. Either that or petty blue, but this has the much better.
It definitely stands out.
And the lights pop. Everything on
Everything
here
works like it should. Yeah, the lights pop up.
And you got the air dam, and you got so you even got the screen on there. So
so it's like the whole body is like
Yeah, it's built off of a 1970 satellite, so no, Superbird parts were actually used. This is all parts that are repopped.
So nobody wrecked a real Superbird to build this one.
Though a lot of guys do think that, that I took a real Superbird and put a Hellcat motor in it, which I would never do.
Nobody would do that. So. Oh, it's gorgeous though. So, are you going to be opening the hood or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just grab a rag. So.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, guys, as a winged car, this car looks perfect.
The biggest challenge with these cars is to keep everything under the hood.
Yeah.
Because the supercharger sits up high.
Oh, because it's a Hellcat, so it wasn't made for that.
Right.
And then a lot of people think that these were here to like cool your brakes and all, but even the real race cars weren't cut.
Actually, yeah, there was actually an area for the wheel to actually go in, and it was also to release some of the air pressure under the car.
Yeah, but on the Plymouths it was that. But on the other one, the other ones, they didn't even cut the fender. They just put these on here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the Daytona was a little bit more aerodynamic, a little faster than the Superbird was.
There she is. He did my
original engine.
He did my
Yeah.
So guys, that is a Hemi in there. It's not the original Hemi.
There is.
Factory stock, isn't it?
Yep, I ordered it up, just checked off the box.
Now, have you had it on a track yet?
No.
Ah.
No, it's a fresh build. It's still
Okay.
Still just got some road miles on it. Working the bugs out as I go.
Beautiful car.
Hey George, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Beautiful car.
He's a sports guy but loves muscle.
Yeah, I followed you guys in.
I saw you back there. I waved there. I can see a wing back there.
You couldn't see me, but you could see the wing.
Supercharged, that's not that wood stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I've only seen one other one down here, which is kind of a bronze color.
Yeah, I like that Cortez roll.
And so in the real ones, the reason they put the vinyl roofs on the real ones, guys, is because there's a weld mark right here, and they would never finish the weld mark. So in the real ones, when you took the vinyl roof off, they would basically not even finish the weld. Well, they'd weld it, but they wouldn't finish it or make it smooth out because they didn't need to do that.
Well, we company. Oh my God.
And here's the filler panels for the rear.
This is quite a car.
Go ahead.
Flagstones behind the pool.
So he even did the aerodynamic rear, because I see the filler panels that he put on. So he did the actual correct rear window on it as well. So
The window cap is done like a real Superbird.
yeah.
With aerodynamics.
Because this window, guys, is going to be a different window than would normally be on any other car except for the Superbirds. If I get in your way, just let me know.
And he's got Willward brakes.
All right, we're gonna get under here and take a look underneath. So it's got the coil over rear suspension. And honestly, if it didn't have these wheels and the Willwood brakes, you probably wouldn't even realize that this is not an original Superbird.
I waited a day or so. I see Mark sent me for X-rays. He said, yeah,
it's hard to break, right? You guys, it don't look that swollen. Yeah, that's the one. Is it swollen real bad? Yeah. I've done that a couple of times. You go to the grocery store, no, it's not broken. You know, but if you wait, you will extend like that. My son did okay.
take months to. That's a pretty car. I like things with wings on them.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe I can put a wing on it, but you should.
Hey, did you see that caddy on the bats? 53?
The lower one? Oh, wait, here.
And again, this is something you would see on a real Superbird as well. And it's an adjustable wing. And of course, the reason the wing is up here is for these cars were so fast that they were outlawed by NASCAR because they could actually outrun the tires. The tires at the time, back in 69 and 70, you know, bias ply tires, they could not, these cars could outperform the tires, and so it was getting dangerous. Plus, they just won everything. So they just won everything. So if you like this kind of thing, and I do, and you don't have to be a Mopar guy to love these things, but if you like this thing and you like seeing this kind of stuff on the channel, please hit subscribe, hit the like button, put your comments down, because I think, like, I love the wing cars, I love the Superbirds, I love the Dodge Daytonas, but tell me, are you a wing guy or a non-wing guy? Some people don't like these. It's like a love it or hate it type thing. I love them, but you know what? Sometimes people just don't, and I don't know why, but if you don't, put in the comments. Do you like them? Do you think they're ugly? I mean, they were really, dealerships at the time couldn't sell the street versions of these, and some of the dealerships would return them back. They would take the wing off, take the nose off, and then they would sell them. And I don't understand that, but you know, that's what made them rare today. But this is a beautiful, beautiful car, done so perfect. And then of course you don't have the rattles, you don't have the overheating or any of the other stuff in there. So thanks guys for watching, and stay tuned. We'll see you next time. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.